Okie dokie. So here I am with another video. A random little engine rebuild I might do. Got this little Novarossi .12. It's all seized up. Probably gonna nickname this thing the Siriorossi though, because I have a Sirio carb for it. Fits in there perfectly. And I have this cooling head for a Sirio. I think it looks pretty nice with this cooling head, so yeah. I'm gonna get this thing disassembled, and then it's seized though, so I'm gonna have to get this back plate off and figure out why it's seized. It's on the ground behind me. And then usually I get a flat head and do something like this. Okay, well, it's coming out smoothly. Ooh, that doesn't look very promising. Some oil buildup. Okay, you can see it where the engine has been stuck for a while. Just stuck right there. Okay, I'm gonna put a screw in the end and see if I can get it to turn. Let me get this collet off first. If I can get this to turn, that'll be nice. Nope, it's not turning. Okay. I'm gonna put some drops of Marvel's Mystery oil in here. Just put a flywheel, just so I'm not bottoming out the threads. Oh, I think it moved. Yeah, I got it moving. Okay. Well, it's spinning now, and I'm just gonna work that Marvel Mystery oil into the bearings, since it needs it badly. This engine seems to have no compression though, so it will need a repinch, but that's nothing for me to, oh yeah, it is real gunky. Okay, now I have to see if I can get this freaking sleeve out of here. Toolbox. Got my piece of plastic. Alright, it just bent at the end so it fits perfectly in the exhaust port. And then should just be able, there we go. That thing is stuck in there. Okay, so this looks like M12 internals. M12 is pretty solid. Oh, no. Oh, interesting. I think it's an M12. No, maybe it's not. Maybe it's just the crankshaft that's different. I think it's just a different crankshaft. And that's what I'm basing the M12 judgment off of. Okay, so now I get a zip tie, something plastic, stick it down in there. Crimp it with some pliers. to get it down in there. And bam. Now your clutch nut's loose. We'll smack the flywheel off. And now I'm gonna have the joy of trying to get this freaking crankshaft out of this engine. Okie dokie. So, got all my parts here for the Siriorossi .12. Just installed the new bearings. Trying out a cheaper Protec front bearing than the one I usually get. And I got this Novarossi bearing off of eBay. So just oil it up. Don't be shy with the oil. That's nice and smooth. Next is the piston. Got all the oil in there. Especially on the crank pin and connecting rod and wrist pin. Just oil up this. You can see it's a pretty simple sleeve design, but it works. So, yeah. The crank design is pretty simple too. You can see it's got pretty good compression. Very smooth. There's actually a very little amount of play in the connecting rod, so that's good. Do the back plate next. Make sure to oil up that O-ring. Dry O-rings don't usually last very long. In there. I don't usually make these very tight. Just get them snug and then give it a little bit of a tug. And then head button. This is a Sirio head button, so I was gonna use the regular Novarossi one, but it doesn't fit inside the head, the Sirio head like this. So just went with the Sirio. Chucked it up in the lathe and did some adjustments to it and got a bunch of shims. Now it's good. Put those guys on there. Get my screws in. Put some oil on the screws, just because it's a steel screw going into aluminum. I think I'm gonna put it this way. these guys, I just go until it's snug or stops, and I back it off just a little bit. Snug, back it off a little bit. Snug, 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 and then I'll just tighten it little by little, going diagonally. That's my brother's car. Just give it one last little, don't make it too tight. You don't gotta make it too tight. Yeah. It's together. Now for the carb, I gotta put this O-ring back inside here. So just put a little bit of oil on there, spread it around. And I think I have a specific wrench for this. Let me see if I can find it real quick.